Since you saw me last, we've been working with Guildford Private Renters Association and their conference, Guildford's Housing Crisis, towards progressive solutions to help the local community as well as Guildford councillors understand some of the challenges that local students face when it comes to renting in the private sector, as well as inviting the executive committee from Guildford Borough Council onto campus to actually answer questions face to face from students about the issues that matter to us here at Surrey. On a more local level, we've also been working with our biosciences students around changes to programmes, and we've managed to defer a number of changes to current students for at least a year. We'll be working further to ensure that they consult with placement students for next year, as well as vet students on the rollout of digital assessments, that's completing examinations online, to make sure that the changes when they come in work for students. This week you'll have seen us out and about as part of Voice It. That's the follow-up to one of our first campaigns a few months ago, and over the last few weeks we've been using the data from that to actually work with the university and inform what they're calling the education strategy, and getting the university to commit to more friendly timetabling for students, better inclusivity when it comes to the actual content that's being taught, as well as working more closely with students when it comes to the key issues. And on that note, thanks to pressure from students, the university is now consulting on a new Panopto policy that will ensure that students across the board have access to multimedia content, whether that's recordings of lectures or other supporting material. We're working with all of our course reps on the student-facing consultation, so if you have any thoughts about how captured content could support your learning, let them know by the end of this week.
Hi guys, here's what's happened in the activity zone since our last Stab Chat. We had some fantastic feedback from the free classes we introduced as part of Get Fit Feb, and so I'm really happy to announce that we've got free Zumba, yoga and body attack classes happening in Rubik's every week. Keep an eye out on the screens around campus and you can sign up in the Students' Union reception. Last week we had our first round of committee training. It was really great to welcome our new committee for the next year and help them learn the ropes of how to run their club or society successfully for the next year. We also had Colours Ball at the weekend, where we had nearly 900 students and staff come along to celebrate the successes of Team Surrey. We've also announced our nominees for Student and Society Awards. This event is a great opportunity to come together and celebrate the fantastic things that societies and individual students achieve throughout their time at Surrey. If you want to come along, make sure you grab your tickets soon because they're going fast. See you there.
April was Autism Awareness Month, so we collaborated with the newly ratified AutiSoc and brought you Let's Talk Autism Spectrum, where we abolished the myths that surround autism spectrum disorders. Last week we collaborated with the Rape and Sexual Assault Support Centre, also known as RASASC, and Harry's Challenge to bring you a charity quiz, where we helped raise awareness of their support services. This week is Mental Health Awareness Week, where we have collaborated with the TEDx Society to bring you our final Let's Talk event. Let's Talk Mental Health. Relating to this, we are continuing to speak out about mental health by promoting our Nightline service if you need to talk to someone at night. If this sounds like something that could help you, please click the link in the description to find out more. As you may remember, we launched our Surrey Love campaign during exam period in January, where we showed how a kind gesture can go a long way. This exam period, we are continuing this campaign by bringing you Surrey Love Study Space up in Harry's Bar, where you will find free food, free highlighters, free pens and free coffee to keep you going through exams. Good luck everyone, you got this.
So this month started off with possibly the best event of the year, Free Fest. And it was amazing to see so many students, families, staff members, you name it, all coming together to enjoy some music and some films. And it was just a wonderful vibe. So thank you everyone for coming out. And after the successes of Free Fest and the introduction this year of a film day, we are now looking to run a summer of cinema every Saturday for 4 weeks. So keep a lookout on Facebook to have your say on what movies we'll be playing. You might have recently seen our volunteering video, which has just gone out, advertising our new volunteering platform. Surreyvolunteering.com is now live. There are already loads of opportunities up there from various local charities and organisations. So get on there, load your profile up and start volunteering to do something good. And finally from me, on the 8th of June, we will be launching Get Giving Guildford Summer Collection. The trolleys will be appearing outside the library, in your halls of residence receptions and in the union. Don't forget, you can also donate any spare warm clothes that you've got lying around to help the homeless. Anything you give will go to those who really need it. So give as much as you can and let's work together to smash last year's record.
Hey everyone, it's not been that long since my last SAB chat, but I want to give you an update on a few key things. We sent an accommodation survey out to all students to get your thoughts on current campus accommodation and what you think the university can improve on when they build more accommodation at Manor Park. We've already had hundreds of responses, which is great, but the more feedback the better, so check your emails and fill out the survey if you get a moment. In the last SAB chat, I also talked about how we are writing to the government to ask them to review the London waiting system. We've now had several union presidents sign the letter, which is fantastic as they represent hundreds of thousands of students. This should really demonstrate to the government the importance of this review. At the most recent union executive meeting, I took forward a motion regarding the usage of plastic bags in Simply Fresh. Currently, the plastic bag is their #1 seller, with 1,500 being sold each week. The motion passed unanimously, giving us a mandate to ask Simply Fresh to stop selling plastic bags. And finally, we have successfully made it through AGM season, completing over 200 AGMs for sports clubs and societies.